Man's search for meaning is probably the best use of his intelligence. And ironically, it is the worst curse too. As if we are entitled to dig into the deeper meaning. You have probably come across this. Yes, sometimes the cartoons are really, basically, practically, and only blue. But at times, there hides many deeper meanings behind the cartoon. I found the Netflix original movie In the Tall Grass having a lot of deeper meanings, which changes the entire perspective we see this film from. This is a Vincenzo Natali film and was released in October 2019. Now, people who are fan of horror and thriller movies like me probably know about Vincenzo, who has directed offbeat thrillers like Cube and Splice. In spite of pertaining to all the criteria of a horror genre film, In the Tall Grass 2 is something different. If you haven't seen the film yet, I guess you can watch it first and then come to this video, as my explanation might influence your perception. Horror film lovers like me nowadays wait for a movie situation where the flavor of the horror would be something new. We are really tired of ghosts appearing in the dark, entering the body of the possessed as a nasty mud-like thing, and that too, through the mouth. Yeah, and obviously keeping things in different places, lighting the oven, or tormenting people like a real attention seeker. My god, seriously? Evolve, bro. This film gives you a break from all these childish experiences, and yet it succeeds to keep up the thrill and suspense. Oh, I'm not going to tell you the story, because if you have seen the film, you know it already. And if you haven't, go watch the film. I am only going to say that there is a sequence that after being lost in the tall grass for quite some time, Becky and Cal decide to jump with arm raised so that they can locate each other. This scene has at least given me a new kind of thrilling experience, which I last got in films like Midsommar and Hereditary. By the way, these two films are also fresh picks from the horror garden. Other sequences in the film, honestly speaking, are not so horrifying, as we have seen these kind of treatments earlier in many films. Now, the interesting part of the film is that all the horror and terror agents are symbolical. There's a rock, a church, a vast field of tall grass, which engulfs passing by passengers and also moves and relocates them, preferably distant from each other. Time too moves differently in the grassland, and yet you get a chance to enter the field again and again until there comes a savior who, by sacrificing himself to the field, saves others. Alerting you again, if you haven't watched the film yet, please go and watch that first. However, if you are still in the video, I think you have watched the film already. According to me, the rock is the foundation stone of the civilization, which is religion. The grass field is obviously the system which runs and is run by the religion. The people with the grass mouth obviously work for the system and leads you to the religion. The crows are the watchdogs. You are always under surveillance. The system engulfs you and, needless to say, distracts you from staying close to humanity or even to your fellow people. And then there are people like Ross who are the agents of the rock and are there in every level, saying that they will guide you through the mess of life, and they will do that through religion. You know what I mean. They only want you to submit to the rock, which they have already done themselves. And the prophecy is eventually completed when you work under all these pre-decided temptations. But religion is not bad itself. You can choose what to get out of it. And if you want to survive the system, you need to understand religion, which is the foundation stone of the society. That is why there are people like Trevor who sacrifices their lives, touches the rock, becomes a part of it, only to lead Becky, Cal, and Tobin out of the tall grass. Life gives you the chance to take the right decisions over and over. Each time you pass by the system wants you to think that you are a savior and then doesn't even let you to save yourself. Do you know, in Christianity, a red rock is supposed to be the symbol of church, the foundation stone of every Christian family. And obviously, there is the Son of God, Jesus, who sacrifices himself to save humanity. This explanation is even more justifiable when we see Tobin exits the whole situation through the church opposite the field. So, this was entirely what I felt of the film. Your explanation might be a lot different. And you can even add points in the comment section. Stay with good films and throw the bad films into the dustbin. This was today's Finicky Flickers. Subscribe to our channel to get a lot of videos like this about movies.